Okay, so first photo I always try to get this house number. Make sure, well, there's a house number on the garage or the house itself, but I try to get an overview. So I got house number here and then up there, but at least this right here, we'll make this our profile picture, and that way the crews will verify that, okay, we're at the right house. So that's my 6 o'clock photo. Next photo I'll try to take, I try to go like every hour mark or so, just in case there's different angles of the roof that you can't see. Making sure we're getting everything in the picture. And we're gonna work towards the gate side first. So like this is a good one. If from that front, we couldn't see, what is that called up there? You remember? It's a Gable Cornice return. So that little guy right there is it's gonna require extra labor for the crews to install it. Just that little bitty section, but from the front we couldn't see it. If I go over there to the side, if that was my next photo, it would be blocked, right? So it's again why it's important to just go take a photo like every hour or so. Try to get everything that's missing. So now I can take and point to that in the photo report. Two, you'll see that downspout is pointed out towards us, which it should be pointing down and away from the house or down the slope. That water is going to go up and potentially cause leaks. We don't have much room here to take a photo, so we just sometimes case by case basis, we got to just do our best. And on all these photos, I'm like at the wide angle, as wide out as I can be. Some of these photos, like the vents up there, if I get over there by that grill and I take a photo right up there, it might block those two vents up, the furnace vents up there. So this is a good angle. I can see all these penetrations in this one photo real easy. Even that vent at the top's not blocked by that chimney. Also that we've got a tarp here. So if this were a photo, I can already see I'm blocking out that pipe jack, those two actually, or actually whatever that is. Okay, so I missed 3 penetrations by taking a photo over there, so if I didn't have it over there. Make sense? Just keep working around. Like this may be a good angle to show that little gap there. Get this tree out of the way. Just keep walking around. And 2, what I'm looking for is access issues. When the crew's here doing the install, what kind of issues are they gonna be loading from the front, from the side, from the back? Like where's it gonna be best for them to load the material and tear off and take everything off and around? I don't know yet. So we're kind of to the end here. So here's where I would kind of go more up close, start doing more up close. And when I get back around over there, I'll go more wide. After I get back to my 6 o'clock, I'll go wide and then I'll come up close and finish. But I'd be looking for hail all along here. I don't see anything like really pushed out, or is that not spot pushed out right there? Yeah, I can feel it on the top now. Yeah, so I would take is it? Right here. So I would take my photo like this just to show I'm pointing to where the spot is, and now you can see it's okay right above that fence. There's a spot there. Okay, if I just went like this, like you can't tell where I'm at. See, that's why 2 sets of eyes is better than 1. Just kind of continue on. You can feel on the top. We get down here to this downspout. Kind of take a photo of out wide, and I get up close. I would show my measurement. Looking, feeling for hail. There's a spot there. Now, will they buy that as hail? I don't know, but I'm still gonna document it because why?
That way you know we didn't do it later on.
Correct. That was there. We got it date and time stamped. I'm gonna look like right here. Take this photo on this rake edge. I can see that we have starter, and there's no drip edge. There's that shingle mold. But right there, I can see that starter shingle. And 2, whenever I measure, you can measure the shingle height. Okay, we can see that that's the bottom of that shingle. It goes up, and wherever, you know, we can measure, we can hook on to the top of a shingle from right there and pull it down and measure that way, and also pry that up and see potentially the cellophane strip. Yeah, I'm not saying like right here, but just from the rake edge, somewhere that's accessible. If you could find a spot like a dormer on a roof, it's easy once you're up, standing up on the roof, and you can access a rake edge like that. Really nice. But we'll document that it's got the shingle mold and got starter on the rake edge. Now 2, you'll see this, we have a pool. We got a pool here that we're gonna have to protect. The downspouts. You got 2 different size downspouts here. So we're documenting that.
Big ass shit right there.
And what's another thing you can tell about these gutters?
Looks like French drains.
Well, they're painted, so they're not just a stock color, so they'll pay additional to paint the gutters as well, because they were previously painted, so they match their trim. You see, this is a good photo too. Where's the sun at? Holy crap. To show the underside of that shingle is an actual starter shingle, because you'll notice that it's seamless all the way up like 36 inches, and there's gonna be another one. Okay, there's no window screens there, but like you could come here, You could chalk up like the window frame, like there's honestly probably nothing here, but you could if you knew that, okay, the direction of the storm was coming this way, I would chalk this stuff up and help build your case. If there was something there, there's probably not. But if there was something damaged, like a broken window, I want to look and make sure that, okay, we didn't do that. Whatever that is right there, we did not do all this. All their plants and stuff. Okay, we got a window screen. There's no damage. Now this, we'd want to document that's damaged. I'll take a photo of that. Yeah, any of this window screens, there's a tear there. No hits there. And where do most of our storms come from anyway?
Southwest.
Southwest, so which is here, right? Where are we at? I don't know. Southwest here? So this could be, but big old tree may be blocking it. That gutter up there, I don't know, is that 6 inch? Could be. Don't measure it. That's not hail, but that could be. So we got drip edge here. You see that? That wasp nest. Make sure you note that for the crews. We got a damaged gutter here. My eyes are burning, full of sweat. These vents, these fins on those vents, they're a good place to point out hail if there was any, but usually they're a little bit more exposed. Now look at this. Did you do all this? Did you do that chalk?
I think so.
Yeah, so like this is a good angle. I mean, like what could all this be? I mean, this high up, all these little spots. What is this? So, okay, now we may have directional. We may have, there's more here. It's pushed out on that other side, where that other gutter, is pushed out a little bit. What else you see here?
Broken pane.
Broken window, right? Make sure that, hey, the crew broke my window. No, we did not. It was like that, right? Continue on. You got a mark there. AC unit stuff. This shed. Just taking photos of everything. Like this garage door. There's damage there. If there's any broken glass. But too, I'm looking, okay, our crew, obviously they're gonna park their trailer here. Is it feasible for them to load the roof right here? Where did we go?
In the back.
In the back. That was where it's more feasible, right? And that's probably where they're gonna go. So we had to paint the picture of this isn't feasible. So they're gonna have to manually load the roof back there and unload it. They're gonna have to hand deliver stuff over here. They might be able to come right here. They'll probably, when they dump it, they'll probably come right there and just throw it down in here. But like all that stuff over there, it's gonna come down over there. We gotta hand load it, deliver it over here. So that rake edge would be good if that was a smaller dormer and it was lower. That'd be a perfect spot to document starter on the rakes. We had builder's gap back there, which we're not doing on the roof inspection or this part, but it'd be a good point to figure all that stuff out. I mean, there's wasp nests everywhere. So I would definitely tell the crews, like, hey, be careful. There's that gutter. Got a little bit of, I guess, rot right there. That window. So there's a little bitty piece of damage there. It's a regular sized downspout, but it goes all the way over there. And again, you got to think where the crew's going to be throwing stuff off, it's going to be likely right here. So where stuff may get damaged is going to be in this area. So you really want to document this kind of stuff heavy.
Okay.
All this wood rot. This is a good photo to have. I mean, because when we tear all that up, what's going to happen there?
Rip that part off.
Yeah, there's nothing that we can do to avoid that. So that's a conversation with this homeowner that we need to have is that, hey, this shit's gonna be tore up. It's gonna look awful, but it needs to be fixed. So you're gonna have to come out of pocket and fix this. Like you're gonna have to come in here with some 2x6 pine or whatever that is and repair all this. This is not gonna be on our crew, right? This is not our fault. But they're going to try to pin that on us. Some homeowners will. So you need to have to set that expectation up front. You're going to have to fix this like you need to. We can certainly do it, but you're going to pay it. We're not going to do it for free, but that's a spot you need to have a conversation with the homeowner. Technically, right in here, we need to have like what's called a kick out flashing at the bottom. So anywhere you have an eave that meets a vertical sidewall, the wall, you need to have what's called a kick out flashing that's going to redirect the water into the gutter instead of running down this wall. Like if this was siding, it would look like that. So we want to document that. Window screen, you know, it's all tore up from the floor up. They've had a leak there. Yeah. So again, I started my big photos over here. So now I want, instead of like taking a photo here where I'd block like that valley, I would just come over here just a little bit to document, get that valley in there. I try to get all that. And if we had a day that the wind was blowing really hard this way, the neighbor's pool is going to be something that we need to have a conversation with them. Hey, let us come over here and protect your pool. We don't want any debris getting in your pool. If that's like something that is legit and it was blowing that way, then we can get insurance to cover that. I mean, like how else, what else are we supposed to do? this is so steep that the debris is going to come down to the ground. It's not flat to where we can just kind of push it off and pick it up and carry it off. It's so steep, it's just all coming down. Anyway, that's about it.